and welcome to my August most anticipated releases. August is officially upon us now, and I still don't know how we're already in August. It still feels like it should be March, but there we go. Anyway, it's time to talk about some of the books that are coming out this month that I'm really excited for. And we're just going to hit the ground running on the 6th of August with The Dead Cattail Assassins by P. Djèlí Clark. And I'm just going to give you the top bit. Obviously, the synopsis is going to be here or here, so you can read the whole thing in full if you want to. But I'm just going to give you the top bit that really interested me. It says, the dead cat-tail assassins are not cats, nor do they have tails, but they are most assuredly dead. I mean, I'm just here for that. It also says that this is supposed to be a city full of gods and assassins and everything else, and I love assassin stories. I know I enjoy P. Djèlí Clark's work because I've read a few of his things before now and really enjoyed them, and the hype is real for this one. I've seen a few people hyping this up recently, and it just sounds really good, so I really want to read it. Also on the 6th, there is A Sorceress Comes to Call. This one is by T. Kingfisher, and I know I really enjoyed The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher, and I want to read more of their work, so that's why this one's on this list. And this one is supposed to be a dark retelling of the Brothers Grimm story, A Goose Girl, rife with secrets, murder, and forbidden magic. And I love a bit of secrets and murder and forbidden magic in my books. I know I enjoy at least one of T. Kingfisher's books, so I want to try others, and this one sounds like a really good one to go for because it's their latest release. I'm obviously going to be working also through their backlist, but at the moment I also want to read their newer stuff as well, so that's what I'm going to be hopefully doing if I can get hold of this book. Again on the 6th we have Here Lies a Vengeful Bitch, and it's by Cody Crowley, and for some reason this cover is giving me Heathers vibes, which already got my attention because obviously I am a Heathers fangirl, to say the least. I love Heathers. But then the synopsis also got me because it says, murdered bad girl Annie Lane is back from the grave and hell-bent on revenge. She just has to figure out who killed her. Between her careless mum, her cheating ex-boyfriend and her rotten reputation around town, Annie Lane is used to being left behind. But she's never been left for dead before until she wakes up to find her body's being dumped on a mountain rumoured to raise the dead. Annie can't remember who killed her, but she'll stop at nothing to figure it out and make them pay, because girls like her don't get justice unless they take it for themselves, and I'm just here for this. It also says this is supposed to be a furious and cathartic thriller skewering society's condemnation of unlikable girls, and it just sounds really interesting and really fun. Again, like I said, it's giving me Heathers vibes, which just intrigues me, and I really want to read this one because it just sounds really good. And obviously we're getting into the spooky season, and this sounds a little bit spooky and stuff, so I'm ready to start reading some spooky stuff now. Then on the 13th we've got The Maid and the Crocodile, and this is by Jordan Ifueko, and this is part of the Raybearer series, so I've automatically got this one on pre-order and I cannot wait to read it. I loved Raybearer when I read it. It was one of my favourite books of the year I read it. It was just absolutely fantastic, so I was already going to be reading this one. But then at the bottom it says, for fans of the Raybearer series, Howl's Moving Castle and Beauty and the Beast. I've never watched Howl's Moving Castle. I'll put my hands up here and say I've never actually seen it, but I know I love Beauty and the Beast, and I know I love Raybearer, so really excited to be back in this world again and see what this one's going to be all about. I cannot wait. Skipping over to the 27th now, we have Amari and the Despicable Wonders by B.B. Alston. This is the third one in the Amari series, and I cannot wait for this one. This is another one I've got on pre-order. I won't give you the synopsis for this one because obviously it's the third one in the series, but it's very much like a supernatural Men in Black middle grade that I really enjoy. I love this series so much. I cannot wait to be back in this world again and just see what Amari's up to this time. I will be dropping everything to read this as soon as it comes through my door. I cannot wait. Also on the 27th we've got The Crimson Crown. This is by Heather Walter, and again I'm just going to give you the tagline because it's got so many of my buzzwords in it, it's unbelievable. It says, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most villainous of them all? So we already know fairy tale retelling and villain point of view. And it says, Snow White's Dark Queen tells her side of the story in this queer, witchy reimagining of the classic fairy tale from the author of Malice. And I mean, I love fairy tale retellings. We know this about me. I absolutely adore fairy tale retellings, but I especially love ones that are villain origin stories. I love those so much. I love also ones where we just get the point of view of the villain as well, and like their side of the story. That always sounds so fun. It's so interesting, and it's queer, it's witchy, and it's also supposed to be quite dark. just give it to me now. It just sounds absolutely perfect. I cannot wait to read this. And then finally on the 27th, and finally for this video, we have Come Out by Natalie C. Parker. And this one is supposed to be a queer YA horror about queer teens who accidentally invoked a twisted spirit who promises help but delivers something sinister. And I'm here for, like, all the spooky at the moment. I'm here for all the queer spooky as well, and twisted spirits and all this kind of thing. I'm definitely preparing for Halloween at the moment, and this just sounds like such a good Halloween read, so I definitely want to check this one out as well. And that is all of my anticipated releases for the month of August, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me your most anticipated release so I don't miss anything. I'd love to know. Or if you don't have that much time, leave me a mirror emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which is my website dedicated to Marvel Comics if you want to check that out, as well as a link as well down below to my Bookish Etsy store if you want to treat yourself to something bookish today. Or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. But until next time everyone, bye!